around London imitating all the stuff that was sold. But is this the downfall of Carnaby Street? A couple of empty units. I am really surprised. It's where Paul McCartney met Linda. Oh, the guys, the sun is out today, but we have a few questions on our mind. One, is Carnaby Street finished? Is it done, guys? And has social media officially put the final nail in the coffin of the coolness of Carnaby Street? Or are we in this new era? Sunny's on, guys, sunny's on. Can't see what I'm doing otherwise. Where are we in the world? The world famous, very world famous Carnaby Street, known for its fashion, its music, and its pop culture and British, I guess, staple in the 60s, swinging 60s, as Time magazine called it, the heart of the swinging 60s, I should say. I'm stumbling already, guys. I think I'm gonna have to get a coffee. It's been a long week at work, but anyway, let's go and do a bit of investigating, a little bit of shopping, a little bit of browsing, and see, is Carnaby Street cool anymore? I don't know. With potentially the most annoying zebra crossing in London, I think anyway, probably worse than Abbey Road. If you drive in London, you know exactly what I mean. Also, quick one, I always get tons of comments from people who aren't in the UK asking what these ziggy zaggies are. That means do not stop at any point, do not park, because it's by a crossing, so mega dangerous. But anyway, beautiful sun is out. Let's head on across the road. Oh, London does look rather beautiful with the sun out. Liberty, the famous department store, which I've shown you probably about 20 times, so I'm not going to be going in there again in this video. Out and about. See what I mean? The queue just takes ages. Oh. At your own risk, I say, at your own risk. I'll tell you a little bit of brief history. 1600s, guys, there was a bricklayer, Richard Tyler, and he laid out Carnaby Street itself, which we kind of know today format-wise, which took its name from Carnaby House with a K, the first house built on the street. And yes, it wasn't until kind of 1700s onwards that the area was redeveloped to include a market for meat, fish and vegetables, and it was later known as Carnaby with a C, Carnaby Market, guys. But already, yes, it's not the coolest place because it's just chain after chain after chain. Starbies, Venchi, is it Venki? Venchi, whatever it's called. We'll see if there are any cool independents. Pret-a-manger. And actually this pub here, this Shakespeare's Head, on the corner, public house, pub, still stands today, as you can see, from 1735. One of the oldest pubs in the area, apparently. And here you have the world famous "Welcome to Carnaby Street" sign. It's looking a little lackluster. Didn't there used to be a Union Jack, a Union flag down there? Anyway, we'll do the rounds, but you guys probably know it, obviously, for its fame around the 60s. And I'm sure some people watching this will, I don't know, I hate to put you in that age group, but there's probably some of you watching this who remember the glory days, the fabulous, fantastic, fashionable, cool days. If I whiz forward 100 years, give or take, Regent Street was built. I've done a whole video on that if you want to go and watch that. But yes, Carnaby Street was kind of added in officially as a little bit of an extra street. Could you imagine there being horses and carts going down here? Obviously there were cars here at some point as well. I think it was pedestrianised back in the 70s. Already though, MAC makeup has gone. The beauty brands did descend on the area back in the 90s into the 2000s. Gosh, I dread to think the price of the rent. If you are coming down here, yes, size. I feel like this has been here ages, but there's a lot of kind of sports brands, fashion brands obviously, but chain, mass market ones, global brands. Back end of the 1800s all the way through to about 1950. Let's be honest, not that much was happening, and yeah, it wasn't until the early 1950s this has really got put on the map for being cool, that is. They have got these maps which honestly are not around very often in London, and it's got a little light of where we are. So yes, we're going to go all the way down Carnaby Street, some of the side streets, have a quick look into some of the shops. I'll show you Kingly Court. Trying to keep my eyes peeled. There is a plaque for John Stephen, I think it is down there at the benefit shop actually. Keep filming the beautiful sky, and he definitely put this place on the map with his clothes. Basically, he was a bit of a pioneer when it came to fashion, and lots of people flocked here to shop at his store. And fast forward, yeah, you've got the Beatles, apparently the Who, the Rolling Stones, they were all shopping here, and the fans flocked as well, and it just became a super cool, exciting place to be. Now, no doubt, as I say, people watching this, you'll probably have stories to share, and there's loads and loads of detail that you can go into, lots of history. But yeah, to give you a brief history, it was the place to be. Well, what have we got now? We've got Barber, we've got Izzy Pizzy. Looks like a glasses store. Pepe Jeans, I feel like that's been there for a very long time. Diesel, now in the late 90s, 2000s, there's definitely a place to get your jeans. Abercrombie and Fitch. Yeah, a few glasses places. Blue Bloom, I actually got my glasses from there, they're very nice. And lots of wonderful side streets with some different pubs. We'll have a bit of a wander around. There we go, Diesel as well down there. It's such a patchwork area, isn't it? Look at this. I'm not sure about those. There's lots of offices around here. A few magazines used to have their head offices here, but have since gone bust. It's weird, things have just changed, haven't they? Oh yeah, there we go, 1897 Birkenstock store there underneath it. I genuinely couldn't imagine how cars fitted down here, because like I said, this wasn't pedestrianised until well into the 70s, much to everyone's dismay. Apparently people didn't want it to be pedestrianised. But I guess cars, were they smaller back then? On the corner of Ganton Street, one of the most famous stores back in the 60s was Lord John. I'll try and find some images. It's always quite hard to find high-res images. Apologies if they're blurry. But yeah, now it's a benefit makeup store. It's been like that for a long time. I'm a little sad that the crazy paint has gone. But yes, this is where the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, the Who, and everyone else with a name wanted to shop here for the coolest, latest things. Oh, my camera is not very happy, but there is a plaque up there. Lord John, during the swinging 60s, fashion revolution was this building housed the Gold Brothers iconic store, famous for its trend-setting mod clothes and psychedelic mural, which they obviously painted over, which makes me quite sad. Oh well. The problem with it being nice and sunny out is it's really hard to film because everyone's out shopping, everyone's enjoying the weekend. What can I say? Oh, I should have come for 1 minute past 10. But with great success, there's always a downside, isn't there? Because everything was so popular around here. We're skipping forward about 10 years here. By the late 70s, too many people wanted all these new cool outfits, all these trends. And yeah, there were a lot of kind of like copycat standard fashion now, isn't it? Copycats around London imitating all the stuff that was sold here on Carnaby Street. And the mass consumerism, I guess, started to happen for those types of looks. Just down one of the side streets, this ugly dumpling place is always so popular. I think there's a few of those around London. We've got this little cobbled street, which I think is always so sweet. Lots of pubs to get your booze. People are trying to get a little bit of sun while they can. Oh, should I get a little coffee in here? My whole thing is I don't want to go to like a Starbucks and get a coffee. Oh, Annie's Absolute Goals. They sell the most beautiful dresses that, yes, if I can show you on the screen or through the window, absolutely insane. I don't think I can film in there. Okay, your girl needs a drink. I'm struggling. May I get a latte, please?
Yes.
And could I have it with oat milk at all?
Yeah.
Thank you.
A latte.
Look at these little treats. This is why I like kind of wandering. And sometimes making these videos makes me actually go into places. £5.80, that's definitely a London price. They're so cute. What have we got? A little banana, oh, brownie with almond. Vegan banana cake, $4.50. Some pretty walnut cake, carrot cake, $4.80. And cookies are £3.60. Cute little place. I think I've probably walked past here about 50 times. Oh, it looks very like orangey. Anyway, that's where I went. Although I want to go there, but anyway, we've got a video to make, people. Yeah, look at all these little places to eat. Little Japanese bar here by the looks of things. Very tempting. Always getting his vitamin D. Don't blame you, babe. Right. I think you pronounce it Newburgh Street, but yeah, there's lots of like men's clothing. I've just bought this, so I can't really go in any of them. Yeah, it's all very like posh old American style, right? I bet they've got some amazing vintage Levi's in there. Now, I will mention, a lot of people always ask me to film these types of shops. It's just not appropriate. I feel really uncomfortable, but you can always have a little bit of a Google. Look at this store. It's called Oceanus. Very similar to that Annie's. It's Annie's that I just hopefully showed you on screen. Look at that necklace. Oh, makes me want to like go on holiday in a sparkly outfit. Oh, again, another vacancy. Oh, this is going down a treat. It's quite nice. It's quite caramelly, actually. I think I've realized I like coffee when it's got like a bit of a chocolatey tone rather than bitter. You didn't ask, and that's not why you clicked on the video, but FYI. All London does just look better in the sun. I always like seeing even the, if I can zoom in, ooh, the old signs. Look at those, the tiles. I love that with the light coming in. All the little side streets. There's quite a few little wine bars around here. Carnaby done? I don't know. We've seen like 5 already. Oh, there's another. Oh, that's Mac. Okay, but 4 units I think we've seen so far already. I've been struggling to find fences and windowsills to put you guys on, but yes, if we jump back a little bit into the history, I like to do these videos where you get like a little bit of info. Don't fall off the curb, Hannah, and just kind of feel like for 20 minutes you've gone out, I don't know, for a little bit of a mooch, a little bit of whatever. Coffee, like a 6, no, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think the flavour was really nice. It feels quite weak, but we'll see how much I'm jumping off the walls in about half an hour. But yes, jumping back into a little bit of the history. 1970s, back into the 1970s, like I said, there was that mass appeal for all of these kind of new, interesting trends that everyone wanted. And it kind of, I guess, diluted a little bit down the specialness of this area. It happens in fashion, you know, the trickle-down effect, the triangle, you know, the cool trends, whatever it might be, always trickle down to the mass retailers. And yeah, at the start of the 1980s, that's where things started to look a little bit boring around here, a bit lackluster. And at one point, apparently they even changed the floor down Carnaby Street. Some of you guys will remember this. I don't, because it was before I was born. But they changed it to be like a rubber flooring that was like multicolored. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? No doubt I would have put a load of images up on the screen, but apparently it made it all just look a bit naff, a bit cheesy and a little bit tacky. And then, you know, with tourism, a lot of people wanted to visit Carnaby Street because, you know, they're idols, people like the Beatles, you know, Mary Quant, all these people that they're looking up to in the kind of fashion and music industry. They came here and yeah, it kind of made it a little bit Leicester Square. Now, some people are saying online, in the depths of Reddit and whatever else, some beautiful sources that I've gone and had a look at, that apparently, is this the new Leicester Square? Is Carnaby Street just for tourists? I don't think so. Let's carry on having a look. Not directly on Carnaby Street, but again, another couple of empty units. I am really surprised, or am I? But we got to give some credit to the Sex Pistols because they kind of made it a little bit cool back into the 70s. It wasn't all over. The punk era was here. And yeah, lots of more, well, punk infused, inspired stores did appear. But yeah, the Jam released Carnaby Street, which was a B-side to that, what was it, All Around the World, back in the late 70s, 1977 I think it was. But look at this, there's something a little bit special. Oh, can't film it, it's too sunny, let's cross the road, not get run over. But this used to be kind of a power station, a bit of a power supply here. And they've got a bit of a nod to this, a power plug, which is quite funny because this was where the power came from, the electricity to Piccadilly Circus. So yes, it obviously wasn't electric the whole time, but the power source came here, which is quite nice. It's quite a nice little nod actually. What a mishmash of architecture, I always say, in London. And then you got this flipping thing. Look at that, it's horrendous. I'm not sure I personally would want to live this central, but each to their own. Where's he going? Oh, flipping heck, what a job. Oh, Lazy Oaf. I went through a phase, I used to always get stuff for people for presents. I haven't been there in a while. Let's get back on a little bit of the track. We've got Red Wing shoes on the corner. Very good menswear brand. I feel like anyone I've known who's had any boots well, anything from Red Wing. They've literally lasted for ages. Got lots of little like jewellery brands along here. I'm struggling. I've gone into a few places you can't film, unfortunately, which is what it is. And then you've got the mass retailer on the corner like Swatch. You've got to have a few quid, haven't you, to pay the rent along here. I've never heard of Jot. Have you guys heard of Jot? Oh God, look at that awful building above it. But yeah, we're back on Carnaby Street. Scotch and soda and another vacancy. And guess what? More scaffolding. I've been whinging about scaffolding in all of my videos in 2025. They're just redoing everything. Yeah, another massive unit. Pure Soul looks like it's coming, whatever that is. Doc Martens. I feel like Ben Sherman used to be there, did it not? It's definitely not as cool as I remember it being, if I'm honest with you, versus even the 2000s. Nobody's Child. Good dress brand. I actually have got quite a few things from here. I'm sure I can scoot in. Let's do a quick one. However, if you're ever ordering anything from Nobody's Child, their sizing is like really weird. So you have to size down like probably 1, if not 2 sizes. Everything I've ever bought, yeah, I'm a size whatever, which I have not been since I was like a child. So yeah, size down a couple. Yeah, they do gorgeous things. Look at that dress. And I feel like their dresses are like kind of like 70 to maybe like £100, which I don't know, in the world of cotton isn't too bad. Oh, that's cool. You know me in a slightly quilted jacket. Can't help myself. I am loving all the kind of sea creatures that I know it's summer, but this really has become a trend. Look at this dress for £200. That is beautiful. Okay, a little bit of fashion for me and being a bit selfish. Oh, look at this t-shirt, a couple of cherries on it. Because I need to stop wearing black all the time. I'm terrible. And I've never actually owned a pair of Doc Martens. Don't they like rip your feet and you have to wear them for ages before you can actually survive? Havaianas, Joe and the Juice, buns from home, the normal chain bits. Which brings me to one of the things I was saying right at the beginning. Has social media wrecked Carnaby Street? Now, this has gone mega viral. You guys probably will recognize this place already. Donatellia. I think I'm saying it right. It's not a rave inside. That's just the issue with the lighting on my camera. But there was honestly so much of a queue. There was a massive queue a couple of weeks ago when this opened, but it's like the place to get donuts, and it's all over TikTok. Look at these people. Insane. I think it's fun that they like have it in the window just to like torment the children. Absolutely insane. I'll see if I can film inside. I think there might be an issue with the frame rate or the whatever you call it. Let me see if I can show you. Is it flickery? I've shown you one of these before because the lights are piping bags. Oh, it's a bit ravey. Hold on a minute. Let me zoom in. £6. Black Forest up here. £6.50. They've got coffees. It smells amazing in here. Little bit of snapshot. But yeah, mass consumer donuts. I'm not complaining though. Carnaby toffee pudding, exclusive to Carnaby Street, £6.50. There's literally loads. Oh, that strawberry cream croissant, £7.20. Chocolate swirl. And I feel like everyone is just obsessed with pistachio these days, £6.40. And then they've got the menu on the wall. That's super fun. But yeah, the queue has died down. The perfect example of how things have changed. But is this the downfall of Carnaby Street? Oh, this makes me a little bit happy. There's an actual Rolling Stones store. It's been here a while. I feel like maybe it has. Oh gosh, they're making a TikTok. Let's not try to be in the background of that one, Han. I'm too old for that. Yeah, a bit of spliced action. Rolling Stones Easter eggs. It is actually Easter when I'm filming this. I mean, who'd have thought? Monetization, babe. £15 each. Oh, look at that one with the lips. That's quite fun with the tongue. That's a really fun present, actually. How much is a spliced t-shirt? What are they charging these days for these types of things? £60. I guess it is band merch. If you went to go and see a concert, there'd be... No, I feel like there'd be about 40 quid, wouldn't they? Yeah, a little bit toppy. Oh, I like this. I'm trying to see if there's stuff that's like more about Carnaby Street on merch. What have we got? £40. Yeah, I think that's probably reasonable. Oh, it's very soft. Oh, like a little tab. Very nice. Oh, Ronnie is an artist. Apologies, I didn't know that. That's really rather beautiful. I wonder how much it is. God knows, they probably sell prints. Pleased to meet you. Doormat, 40 quid. Oh, that's a bit steep. I think that should be 30. But hey, a bit of fun. So denim brands, yes, Levi's. We've got a massive Puma store. I know it's Puma, but I can't bring myself to say Puma. It's Puma in a British accent. Now let's take a welcome break from the crowds. My gosh, it's so busy around there. And I know what you guys are doing. You're planning a holiday. You might be planning to come to the UK. And one thing you might not have is data on your phone. It's kind of annoying when you go on holiday and you want to, like, I don't know, send pictures to your friends to be like, look at me on holiday. You want to update your Instagram posts with a cheeky picture, or even just look up a map so you know where you're going. You know, when you hire a car and you leave the airport and you have no data, this is where the lovely guys at Saily come to the rescue. Now, what is Saily? It is an eSIM. All you do is simply download the Saily app and pick from a bunch of different plans, over 200 countries you can choose from. And there is no need to go and buy. You don't need to go to a shop and buy a physical SIM card to put in your phone. Those days are gone. I kind of wish this was a thing back in the day. How much easier would this have been? You don't need to go to a shop. You don't need to queue up at the airport. Saily has got you, and you can pick from a bunch of different plans depending on how much you want to spend, but really reasonably priced. No need to change your phone number. No SIM to put in your phone or lose. We don't want any of that nonsense. And you can get it ready before you go. You can pre-download it, and then when you land, you're ready to go, which is always good when you're trying to call, I don't know, like an Uber as you collect your luggage, ready to go. And it defaults to that SIM, so it's not going to use any of your data from your actual SIM card, none of those roaming fees when you get home. So get yourself prepared, guys. And if you use my code Hannah Ricketts, keep it simple, remember my name, punch it in the promo code section, you will get an extra 15% off their amazing deals, which honestly, there's no excuse, guys, for not kind of knowing that there's traffic, or updating your Facebook status while you're on holiday. Who wants to keep connecting to Wi-Fi? It's super annoying. We haven't got time for that on holiday. Anyway, let's pop back to Carnaby Street. Let's have a little bit more look at the shops. I don't know, I might have to treat myself. I'm gonna have a look for something. I kind of wanted to see if people had got like anything special for Carnaby Street. I've gone into a few stores and they don't really. And I'm gonna give obviously my personal opinion making this video on my channel. I don't know, I kind of think that I mean, it's too late now. I guess maybe in the 90s or maybe late 80s, there maybe should have been a little bit of a rule that stores that came here couldn't be of a certain size of business. I don't know. Kind of the opposite of a monopoly, I don't know what you call that, the restrictions where you had to be like an independent seller or something like that. I don't know, I think that would have been nice to kind of capture it. As obviously I've been filming and showing you and trying not to film everybody as I walk along. Can I just say, this is the worst video I've had for people looking at me like a piece of dirt. Absolutely disgraceful. I'm just trying to make a fun video. People are rude, it is what it is, I don't care. I'm making the video whether they like it or not. Try not to bother anyone, but yeah, they're like this. Just trying to show the donuts on Carnaby Street. It's not that deep. But what was I saying? Yeah, it's definitely more of a touristy area. I think it's definitely lost, I guess, the charm that maybe obviously it had many years ago. It doesn't feel that special walking around. I'm actually a little bit disappointed coming down here. I haven't been down here in a little while. I usually run into a shop or something. I used to go to Mac quite often, but that's shut. I don't know. The North Face and a huge empty unit. I wonder who will take that. Let's be honest, probably a mass retailer who can afford the rent. And speaking of which, we've got a huge store opening down here. Farm Rio, very nice. I do quite like it down this end. I absolutely adore Farm Rio. It's quite expensive. Oh no, that's a different unit. Oh, okay. Tala, or whatever that is coming, and Farm Rio. I'm surprised there's not a flipping Lululemon down there. Oh my gosh. Is it Pangea? Didn't Pretty Green used to be on the corner? Am I going mad? Miss Soma, which is beautiful jewellery. I might have a quick look in there in a second. G-Shock. I mean, the fact they have an entire shop just for G-Shock. I must say the green on that building does look lovely though. plonk you up on. Oh my God, are you going to fall off on this water fountain? 1980s, guys. There was a bit of a new wave of new designers. You know, your likes of Vivienne Westwood started to descend down on the area. So whether you're a mod, whether you're a punk rocker, it was kind of open to everyone. And I guess with bass trends, there were lots of different trends happening. And so the stores changed. It wasn't all about just one type of trend anymore. And that's still the case as you go along. Obviously, we've got sports brands, we've got slightly more formal, smarter stuff for the men's down some of the side streets. What have we got? Loads of denim stores, outdoor brands, makeup, and everything in between, including a £7 donut. Yeah, things have changed. I do think, like I say, it would have been nice if some of the stores had done something like a little bit exclusive for Carnaby Street. I think those days are gone. You know, where you'd go into like a store and it'd be, I mean, we had it in the Rolling Stone stores. I've gone in and there's like no stores have got anything special, which is a little bit disappointing, like exclusives. I don't know. I just thought maybe like the significant impact on, you know, fashion and music, they would still want to carry it on, but it looks like it's kind of fizzled. Right, let's head into Kingly Court. This is kind of, I think it's 3 or 4 levels, and it's got, oh, we can get a little bit extra sneak peek of Donatella. Different restaurants and bars in here. It is not covered over, that's the sky. If my camera adjusts, we do have blue sky, can you believe it? Oh wow, what's up there? It looks like something else is coming soon. Oh, that place in the corner, I think it was a vegan place. Has gone. Pizza Pilgrims, always crazy busy. I'm trying not to film people too much having their early dinner. Loads of places to eat. I think it's quite a nice little like moment, as long as it's not raining. Oh, they've got blankets. They prepared. What kind of prices you're paying in the area? Okay, a burrito, £13 plus some extras. Seems about normal. 1 taco for £5 or 3 for £13.50. Guacamole for £4. Barbecue and Fritz. It's quite fun. I quite like the colour of this place. Look how cute this looks. Adorable. Barbecue. Chicken and yogurt, £21. Oh, this is quite expensive. Yeah, I don't know. I think for like outdoor casual seating, I personally think there's a limit on prices, but £12 for a cocktail I think is about normal now. Diet Coke $4.50. But anyway, also there's this big Easter egg thing. It's Easter when I'm filming it, so like I say, very cute indeed. Which brings me to this little queue for Cahoots, which is a 1940s, I believe. It's themed on kind of underground wartime rail bar. This video has been so hard to film. All I've done is whinge about the weather for the last 11 months, and now it's nice, or maybe 9 months. It's hard because obviously everyone's out and about. If this was raining, there would be like 70% less people. I need to be prepared and come out a lot earlier, but the Soho sign is still there. I'm really sad that the Union Jack flag has gone. I don't know where that's gone. I think it was where Grind is, which is a coffee shop. I was going to add, the popularity of Carnaby Street back in the 50s, late 50s, was actually, these were the first shops where things were on rails and like on shelves and you could help yourself and browse. And that was quite a big thing for shopping in Europe, to be fair. Because, you know, prior to the 1950s, everyone, when you went shopping, you'd always be served and you'd have to kind of wait behind a counter and there'd be like a glass case or something like that, even for pretty cheap clothing. And yeah, this was one of the locations where one of the first kind of, I guess, help yourself shops were. Anyway, waffling, what have we got along here? Some very premium. I mean, some of the stuff is well expensive. It's not a cheap place to shop at all. Now, as long as a Uniqlo doesn't suddenly pop up, that's my limit, all right? I love Uniqlo. I genuinely think it's just lost its flair, hasn't it? I really thought this video was going to be about how amazing it still is. It's all right. It's hard because, oh God, I can't fit down there. Hold on a minute. It's a bit too busy down there. Let's cross the road. There we go. Let's run round here. Oh, card. That's the place where you press a button and you get champagne. Not for free, you have to pay for it, but it's very kind of gold and ornate in there. But yeah, we're a stone's throw, literally Piccadilly Circus is down there, only a little walk. Polpo, oh my God, I've not been there in ages. It's one of those places, small plates, gorgeous, subtly, costs a lot of money because you only get about 2 bites on each plate. But anyway, always a good time. Let's go up here. I feel like you're gonna get run over around here. Oh, I do love that pub, the Old Coffee House. I don't think I've ever been in there actually. Maybe I have and it was so good I don't remember. Who knows? Right, let's pop down here. There's not really many music elements down here. You've got Third Man Records, which on the door says it's been there since 2021, so not very historical. Yeah, some very kind of posh men's stores, and obviously a little bit kind of a, well, very big contrast from what it was back in the day. Actually, Carnaby Street, this whole area, if you watch my Soho video, this was kind of a cesspit for like disease and cholera and God knows what else, and there was like a whole water issue, and there was a pump where all the dirt and all the bad germs came from, and it killed loads of people. On a more positive note, I definitely would say it's quite clean and tidy. I don't really take notice of things, but yeah, people always comment that actually London's a lot cleaner. I obviously show you the more central areas, a lot cleaner than they expect. Right, let's dive into Ray-Ban. Should I get these Meta glasses? I feel like I could actually use them in a lot of places, but I hate filming in. Would you buy them as sunglasses or as actual glasses? I do have proper glasses that I wear. I don't need them all the time, but they don't have that many styles. I feel, oh my God, they're filthy. I feel like they don't suit me at all, but kind of wish they did them in like a tortoise shell. But yeah, these are, if you don't know what about, they've got cameras in them. I know quite a lot of vloggers buy them. They're quite a lot of money, so oh God, they don't suit me at all, I don't think. So they have this like kind of brown, looks a bit like dog shit to be fair, I don't want that one. Black, a bit more of a cat eye, I don't think those suit me. I don't mind that colour. I'm just seeing what the quality is like. This is the thing, like when you're putting things on YouTube, like you do actually still need it to be like a decent quality and not too jarring. It's quite hard because they don't have many examples of like what the actual visual looks like. But it just would be quite good. There's a number of times where I don't know, like I don't want to have my camera with me, but if I've got these glasses, I'll take it with me, and 9 times out of 10 I always check where I can film, but sometimes the camera just, I don't know, I always struggle a bit with this camera, but I don't know, let me know, do you have these Meta glasses? Are they worth it? I think they're about £380, which I don't mind spending because I, you know, for YouTube I don't mind. I don't know. Okay, change of plan. The glasses only film in portrait, not landscape. Never mind. And on the other side we have Kingly Street, which apparently is where Paul McCartney met Linda at a club or something down here. Anyway, you've got the Blue Posts pub, very busy, and as I pan round, loads and loads of alfresco dining spots. I've never noticed that Cahoots has like a bar up here as well. You don't have to go downstairs. I'm trying so hard to find ledges to put you on that aren't absolutely filthy, but guys, I think I'm going to call it a day on camera anyway. Like I said, I'm going to go. Don't stop looking at those men that just walked past. I'm giving up on this video because it's been so difficult. It's just busy, it is what it is. Get out there, go and see the world, go shopping. But yeah, guys, my view of Carnaby Street, do you know what? I think I've whinged for about the last 20 minutes. It definitely has lost its magic. I don't know, obviously I wasn't around in the 60s, 70s, a little bit into the 80s. I would like to see, I guess, a little bit more finessing, curating something a little bit more special. I don't know, maybe I'm just being fussy. There's obviously some of the nods with the plaques and stuff like that to the history, but there isn't really much there anymore. I don't know. It's not obviously the place to be. It is very touristy, which is nothing wrong with that, by the way. Tourists, I love you. I love you guys. Thank you for coming to London. But yeah, it definitely hasn't got special. I guess we have to look back in history and kind of enjoy what it gave us and how cool it was. I did already try to find some imagery. Obviously, they're all quite low resolution. I kind of wish there was more videos of the time, but I guess not everyone had a camcorder in the 60s. Maybe we need to look for a new place. There are obviously loads of shopping places in London, especially in East London. I must confess, I have a whole list of videos I want to make, but they're actually really hard to make because a lot of the really cool, like edgy places to go, like you can't go in them and film. It's just not appropriate. It's not very British of us at all. Oh my God, I look like I'm going to a funeral in this outfit, a very scruffy funeral. But yeah, let me know, are you a fan of Carnaby Street? I don't think that coffee was very strong, if I'm honest with you. I'm sick of being looked at. I mean, I am technically talking to a wall. But anywho's, have you been to Carnaby Street? Do you think am I being a bit harsh? I think I might be being a bit harsh. I don't think I'm being that harsh. I mean, we've got like a G-Shock shop. G-Shock, I mean, I had a baby G. That was everything when I was 12 years old. It just doesn't feel very special. And actually, to kind of bookend where I'm going with this, I think it literally comes down to the cost of rent, right? I can only assume that the beauty brands, the big brands, the global brands, they have a budget to be able to afford the rent there. It's like Regent Street. I might do another video on Regent Street. I haven't done one specifically. Like they're like it's big brands down there now. Brands with money, not necessarily posh brands, but yeah, the mass retailers. I would like to see kind of a little bit more like food and drink, but obviously it costs a lot of money to run a restaurant or a cute little wine bar. But there are some really lovely places to go and get a drink. I think it's more the kind of place I would go to get like a glass of wine and sit in the sun. You know, there's obviously not much seating inside. It's quite a compact area. Anyway, I'm waffling. Let me know, guys. Do you like Carnaby Street? Share your stories in the comments. I know probably, like I said, quite a lot of people watching this may remember those days, or maybe like the punk days towards the back end of the 70s into the 80s. Do you remember the rubber flooring? I'm really intrigued by that. It sounds like it was like a playground. It sounds very bizarre. But yeah, people hated it, but it was there for a really long time. But anyway, I'm going to love and leave you guys. I think this is it Easter weekend? I think it's Easter weekend when I'm uploading this. So whether it is or not, have a lovely weekend. Have a lovely week. Maybe it's Monday morning and you're watching this on the train, but I hope you have a wonderful time, and hopefully just for 20 minutes or however long I've waffled on for, half an hour, this has felt like you've gone out, and that's what I'm trying to do on this channel, especially now the weather's got a little bit better, even though I think it's meant to piss it down next week. It makes you feel like you've gone out for a minute. And but remember guys, if you are going abroad, remember Saily. Download the app, use my promo code Hannah Ricketts, get yourself an offer. The prices are already amazing, but make sure you whack the extra promo code in there. And comment below, where do you want to see in London? There are a lot of places I want to, like I said, I keep like messaging places and you can't film in them, and I kind of want to go by the rules. I'm a bit annoyed that those Meta glasses are portrait filming. I genuinely was going to consider buying those this weekend. Never mind, you don't want it portrait because then it'll be like a space on the side, which we don't want. Right, I'm sick of being looked at like I've got 3 heads. Could be worse. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tolerating this video. It was a bit pants, if I'm honest with you. I'm going to go and get some food. I think I said the word guys about 65 times. Make a tally. Don't take a shot every time I say it. You will be in the hospital. God, I do waffle on a bit, don't I? Right, anyway, thank you so much, guys. Gonna love and leave you. Give the video a thumbs up, and I will see you in a few days' time. Remember, new videos every Tuesday and Friday. I might have to drop the Tuesday one because your girl is flagging, and I've got so much work to do at work, and I kind of want to socialise, but I also like making 2 videos a week. Anyway, shut up. Okay, bye.